Bonjour, comment ça va? Tout va bien? Hello, how are you? Everything is fine? Bon alors, comme vous déjà savez que je m'appelle Dhananjay Dhondial, well, as you already know, I am Dhananjay Dhondial et je suis un professeur de français and I am a French teacher. Et aujourd'hui, on va étudier quelque chose de très important. And today we are going to study some important things. Et ça c'est quoi? Le verbe. And what is that? That is the verb. C'est le sujet, c'est le sujet vraiment très important. This is really very important topic to understand, to learn. Alors, verbe. En français, on le dit le verbe. In French, we say it as a verb. Le verbe. L-E-V-O-R-B-E. Le verbe. En français, on écrit E à la fin du verbe. In French, we write E at the end of the verb. Mais en anglais, on ne le met pas. But in English, we don't put it. So don't confuse as if I have written E here and here not. Different languages have got different spelling patterns. Okay. So, in French, verb is always composed of two parts. The first part is called as the stem part. This is the first part, stem part, or we may also call it as a root part. And the second part is called the ending part. So there are two parts. Stem part is the first part, ending part, and both these parts together make a verb. Okay. So the first part or the root part which I am talking about never changes, never ever changes. But the second part, which is called the ending part, changes with the change of subject. And this process is called as conjugation of verb. So what is the conjugation of verb? It is the name given to the process under which the ending part of a verb changes with the change of subject. And how does it happen? Well, we'll study it, we'll discuss it later on, don't worry. Now, the next point is that on the basis of endings, all the French verbs are classified into three groups. Three groups. As I have already told you here that there are two parts, stem part and the ending part. So on the basis of endings, how many groups are there? Three groups of the French verbs. It means you will find some French verbs ending in one group or ending in one type of ending, the second in different type of ending. So which are those endings? That is what we will study. See, certain verbs, French verbs will end in ER. For example, P-A-R-L-O-R, parler, parler veut dire quoi? To speak, chanter, to sing, danser, to dance. Okay, so you can see they are ending in ER. So they belong to ER category or ER group. Second category is IR. So under this category, you will find the French verbs will be ending in IR. Like finir, grandir, choisir. Finir means to finish. Grandir means to make big. Choisir is to choose, to select. You see they are all ending in IR. So they belong to IR category or IR group, second group. And the third group is RE. Under this category, all the French verbs will be ending in RE. Like entendre, which means to hear, and attendre, which means to wait. You see, be attentive. Here it is entendre, and here it is attendre. Most of the time, students they get confused here, so you don't get confused. Attendre means to wait. Comprendre, which means to understand. So they are all ending in RE. So you will not find any French verb ending in other than these three endings. Well, so this is clear to you? Okay. Now, I want to tell you one thing here which is very important for you to understand is that French language follows most of the time Hindi pattern, Hindi system. So unless we know which system we are talking about or I am talking about, you are not in a position to say yes or no because you don't know which pattern actually I am talking about in Hindi. So first of all, I will tell you which pattern I am talking about and then you will be in a position to say yes or no. Okay. Suppose a French person approaches you and requests you to teach him Hindi language. So you will not just say to him like, okay, speak the way I am doing In the same manner, he will say, okay, you speak French the way I am doing. But that is not going to serve your purpose actually. So, you will teach him systematically. So, what is that system? You will tell him that, my friend, in Hindi, the verb is composed of two parts. The first part is the stem part, the second part is the ending part. And this stem part never changes. In Hindi, the first part, which is called the stem part, never changes, but the second part changes with the change of subject. And we call it as conjugation of verb. That is what you are teaching him in Hindi. And on the basis of endings, there is only one category of verbs in Hindi. In Hindi, on the basis of endings, if you want to classify Hindi verbs, you will find only one group, only one category. And what is that? Na ending. That is na ending. You take any Hindi verb in its original form. Original form means infinitive form. Infinitive form means original form. You will see it will be ending in na. For example, padhna, likhna, uthna, baithna, khana, pina, rona, sona, gana, padhana, likhna, likhana, whatever, whichever verb you say in its original form, you will find it will be ending in na. So you won't find any Hindi verb ending other than na. So there is only one category. So na is the ending part. So whatever is left with, that is the stem part. And then you will teach him further. You will tell him the conjugations of Hindi verbs. And I have already taught you what do you mean by conjugations. That means changing the ending part of a verb with the change of subject. In Hindi, what happens? If subject changes, the ending part also changes with the change of subject. How does it all happen? Let us understand it better by some examples. Okay, for example, today is the first day, you are teaching him Hindi language. You will teach him, you will tell him, okay my dear friend, today is the first day and I will teach you Hindi verbs tense wise. So the first tense which we are taken up is present indefinite tense. And as an example, you will take a verb padhna, where pad is the stem part and na is the ending part. And you have already taught him stem part never changes. So pad is the stem part, it will never change. Okay, so you will teach him मैं पढ़ता हूँ, this na changes into ता हूँ, मैं पढ़ती हूँ, तू पढ़ता है, तू पढ़ती है, हम पढ़ते हैं, वे पढ़ते हैं, वह पढ़ता है, वह पढ़ती है, and like that. So by this example you will tell him that the stem part which is pad remains same with all the subjects. It doesn't change ever. But na changes into ta hu when the subject is मैं, masculine. But if the subject is मैं, feminine, then na changes into ti hu. If it is tu, masculine, then pad remains same, but na changes into ta hai. If it is tu, feminine, it changes into ti hai. Hum, then te hai, we, again te hai, and like that. So you see, pad remains same with all the subjects, but na changes into ta hai, ti hai, te hai, ta hu, like that. And there is a good point, good thing in Hindi, and what is that? The rest of the verbs follow the same pattern. That is what you will tell him. And then you will, check his understanding by giving him some questions, some other examples, some other, verbs to conjugate. You will ask him, have you understood? He will say, oh yes sir, I have understood. Okay, if you have really understood, let me cross check your understanding by giving you one question. Okay, up. Now you do likhna verb, you conjugate likhna. Your student is as smart, as intelligent as you are. So he has understood in likhna, lik is the stem part and na is the ending part. Stem part lik will never change and na will change how? The way you have done changes here. Ta hai, ti hai, te hai. So in the beginning, as because it is not his mother tongue, so he will take the help of the table which you have given him, and later on he will also become expert enough like you. he won't take the help of your table, and by that time he will also memorize everything. So you will say मैं लिख ना changes into ता हूँ here, तो there also it will change ता हूँ. मैं लिखता हूँ, मैं लिखती हूँ, तू लिखता है, तू लिखती है, वह लिखता है, वह लिखती है, हम लिखते हैं. Or any verb you take, the conjugation pattern will remain same. उठना, मैं उठता हूँ, मैं उठती हूँ, तू उठता है, तू उठती है, उठ. That is the stem part will remain same, and now we'll change the way na changes here. So it is very easy that we learning Hindi verb. Then you will tell him, okay beta, today it was our first day. I taught you present indefinite tense and its conjugations. And what are its conjugations? He will say, well sir, ta hai, ti hai, te hai, ta hu. So these are the present conjugations of present indefinite tense. Then tomorrow is the second day. And then he will say, okay, now today is our second day of learning Hindi. Today I will teach you present continuous tense. And the verb will be same, padhna. And then he will say, मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, मैं पढ़ रही हूँ, तू पढ़ रहा है, तू पढ़ रही है, हम पढ़ रहे हैं, like that. So पढ़ remains same, but ना changes into what? रहा है, रही है, रहे हैं, रहा हूँ. And then you will give him some examples to do by himself. Okay, if you have understood me, then you just conjugate the verb लिखना. So he will do it. मैं लिख रहा हूँ, मैं लिख रही हूँ, तू लिख रहा है, तू लिख रही है. Exactly the way you have given him the example. And the rest of the verbs will follow the same pattern. In the third day, you will teach him present perfect tense. And there the conjugations are चुका है, चुकी है, चुके है, चुका हूँ. You will say, मैं पढ़ चुका हूँ, तू पढ़ चुका है, तू पढ़ चुकी है, like that. So, the point which he needs to keep in his mind is what? ता है, ती है, ते हैं. These are the conjugations of present indefinite tense. रहा है, रही है, रहे, रहा हूँ. These are the conjugations of the present continuous tense. चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हैं. These are the conjugations of present perfect tense, and like that. So now, as you have made a deal with each other, now it is his turn to teach you French language, and he will say, "Oh, my dear friend, before we proceed ahead with, let us first, shake hands." You say, "Why?" Oh, he will tell you why. Because I after having learned your Hindi language, I have come to know that there is a much similarity between Hindi and French, especially grammar. You will be surprised. Oh, really? He will say, yeah, of course. But how? Then he will explain you. The way in your Hindi language, the verb is composed of two parts, stem part and the ending part. Exactly, we do have the same sort of concept in French language. We have two parts, stem part and the ending part. And like in your Hindi language, stem part never changes, but the ending part changes with the change of subject. The same thing happens in our language also. And we call it as conjugation of verb. But. You will say, but. What do you mean by but? Oh, don't worry. But, on the basis of endings, you have got only one category, that is na. But in our language, we have got three categories, three groups. That means we have certain verbs which end in er, certain verbs which end in ir, certain verbs which end in re. So we don't have a single ending. And therefore, you gave me only one example of the verb as because you have got the only one category. But I have to give you at least three examples under each tense to make you understand the conjugation pattern of all the three verbs. But that is the part which we will cover not in this video, in my next video. We will do the conjugations of French verbs. Les conjugations du verbe français sous le temps présent de l'indicatif. That is the next topic. And if you have any problem regarding this topic, you please ask me. If not, then you can, you can like it, you can share it. Thank you very much. Over.